What's up, people? This is Nature Girl 30 here, and yes, I still don't have a voice. I still have laryngitis from Wrestlemania 28. But honestly, this is just going to be a quick introduction to the audio that I finally got converted, and I'm finally going to put on this channel. Now, this is the audio that I've done with my homegirl, Tamagirl101. Just after we left Wrestlemania 28, I am trying to get her involved in doing some videos. So if you guys have any suggestions for me, please leave your comments down below, and I'll run them to her, and maybe she'll have an idea and actually start doing some videos. But anyway, before I actually go, I want to let you know that yes, we were so excited about WrestleMania 28 that we forgot one match, and that was the Big Show versus Cody Rhodes match. We completely left that match out, but you guys already know how I feel about it. So, because after seeing my review. But anyway, this is a quick intro to my audio. Enjoy. Peace out. Later.
What's up, people? This is Nature Girl 30 here, and I am here with absolutely no voice because I just saw WrestleMania. I am here with my homegirl, Tamagirl101.
What's up, people?
Yes, WrestleMania was absolutely awesome. Oh my gosh, I don't even care. I don't care about the Divas match. I could care less. I mean, Beth Phoenix was weak. I did not care about Maria Menounos, especially the fact that she pinned her. Do not care. Moving on. There was so many matches, and the main match of the night, it wasn't The Rock and John Cena, even though that match did end awesome. The Rock won. I'm so happy to be wrong. The Rock won.
I know. Yay for Cena too. Yay for both of them because I love both of them. Yay.
Yeah. My homegirl loves Cena. So for those that don't know Cena, deal with
and The Rock.
And The Rock. But I was all about Rock tonight.
I do things to that man. I'm sorry. But before we go to the main match, the most surprising match was the very beginning.
Yeah, that was Daniel Bryan versus Sheamus. Lasted 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Daniel Bryan wanted to sit up there and get all cocky, kiss his little girlfriend. And what happened? He turned around, caught a boot to the jaw, and got hit. Over and done with.
Yes. That had to be the fastest match in history and the most humiliating because that was Daniel Bryan's first match at WrestleMania. He had WrestleMania at 27, but it was dark. He was finally on the air, finally about to defend, got kicked in the head to lose to Sheamus in 2 seconds.
That was the nastiest kick I've seen in a long time.
Oh my gosh, that was I'm sorry. If I was Daniel Bryan, I would be like completely humiliated.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, go home, put your head in shame. I wouldn't even kiss AJ. I mean, I would be humiliated.
That's when you go home, you sit in the corner, put your thumb in your mouth, and just stay there.
Pretty much. Don't go nowhere. Oh, gosh. And yes, Team Teddy versus Team Johnny.
Oh, fucking bullshit.
Yes. Unfortunately, for guys or everybody who was for Team Teddy, unfortunately, like me, he lost. And we are stuck with John Laurinaitis on our screens for 2 shows a week. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not really completely thrilled about that. It sucks.
It was Eve's fault because Eve, of course.
Yeah, Eve's a bitch and she's a tick, and everybody pretty much knows that how I feel about Eve. So there's no point even going into it because she wasn't supposed to be there, and neither was the Bella Twins, and neither was anybody else. I mean, they kind of added people the whole night. So I didn't give a shit. I really got really pissed when I saw this. Sorry. But now I'm stuck with John Laurinaitis 2 days a week. Twice a week. Not really thrilled about that, but, it happens.
It's all right because somebody's going to take him down regardless. So. We just going to scratch that. We'll talk about that another day.
Okay. Yeah. But moving on to the match that I really could consider disappointment, and I really was thrilled about it at first. But now I'm really disappointed. I am talking about the best in the world match. Chris Jericho versus CM Punk. I'm sorry. I was so thrilled about this match. I was looking forward to this match, and this match was boring. It was boring. It was stale. It tried to pick up, but good grief. I mean, I was tired. I was trying to fall asleep. And, I mean, the way that they actually set up the card wasn't really a good setup, and they really should have had that match to be, early on. But, I mean, I don't know. What did you think about this match? I didn't like it. I
mean, it was drawn out. It was still decent because, of course, you did have CM Punk, you did have Jericho. They did got in some good moves and everything, but like I said, it was just really overdrawn. It didn't have to be as long as it should, but of course, since the match at the beginning lasted 2 seconds, they had to overcompensate with everything else.
Pretty much.
So,
pretty much. I mean, that match was so freaking disappointing. I mean, I was so happy when it was over. And I think a lot of people were happy when it was over, and it's just that was so disappointing. But
because it was just as boring, it was almost as boring as the Divas match. Because I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, I don't think anything was more boring than that Divas match.
That was like having a gas bubble and you in a crowd of people and couldn't fart.
Seriously, but the biggest confusion of the night for me was, for some strange reason, the Funkasaurus came out with a bunch of dancing mamas. Why? I don't understand. I don't know. I can't figure it out myself. But I'm not gonna lie, it was cool. It was entertaining. But I'm sorry, as long as he didn't really slap his mama's ass, I was fine with that. You know. But it was really cool.
It was cute.
It was cute.
But the match of the night.
Oh my gosh. The match of the night for me was
Triple H and Undertaker.
End of the era match. Good grief. What can I say about that match? Good night. I mean, it was cool for the fact of the way it ended. I love the way it ended because it was mad respect between all of them. I mean, seriously. They absolutely, I loved it. Everybody stood up in the bar. I mean, it was absolutely epic. I love the way it ended. I was about to have a stroke. There was a girl sitting next to me that don't even watch wrestling, and she was about to have a stroke. That shows that match was like just awesome. The way they set it up was awesome. The way they did everything was awesome. And I'm sorry, that was like the match of the night.
I ain't even gonna lie. Look, I got anxiety issues, and I'm depressed, and I take medication for that shit. But I thought I was gonna have a fucking nervous breakdown. I was shaking. I had goosebumps. I'm sitting up there crying. And I'm like, oh my God, what are you going to do? Do not kill him. Triple H, stop it. Sean, stop the shit. Don't let him kill him. And oh my God, yes, it was just so epic. I mean, Triple H bringing out the chairs, beating the shit out of Undertaker. Then he brought out the doggone Cerebral Assassin. Sitting up there, he was literally finna sit up there and crack his fucking skull open with the damn sledgehammer. I fucking lost it. My life flashed in front of my eyes, and I wasn't even gonna get hit with the damn sledgehammer. I'm like, no, I can't deal with this shit. Hurry up and end it. I understand. I mean, and if anybody else saw it, or if you get a chance to see it, you will understand exactly what was going through Shawn Michaels' head.
Yes.
Because he did all that trash talking about you, Triple H, you need to take him out. He ain't nothing. Just make him, get rid of him. Get rid of him. But he failed to remember how he was feeling when he sat up there and had to take out Ric Flair. But when he got in there and saw how Triple H was sitting up there and he was going ham, it kicked in, and he was sitting over in the corner crying, biting his nails,
in a fetal position,
trying to figure out what the fuck he needed to do in order to make Triple H stop.
Seriously.
And then when he interfered with that sweet chin, and after that, he was like almost done. It was like he could not do anything else. Because he sat up there, and then I think it really clicked home, because now he had to sit on there and he was going to have to live with it if Triple H would have pinned him.
Seriously.
He ended 2, not 1, but 2 legendary careers. Not 1, but 2. He would have had 2 of them on his head.
I'm not going to lie. This is the fact that sitting there and just looking at Shawn Michaels in a fetal position in the corner, and then you as a person, if you're even a non-wrestling fan, is sitting there about to have a stroke, waiting for this thing to end. That shows how great these people are, and the mad respect that they all have for one another. At the end was even more epic for me. And you would not ever think that the Undertaker would help Triple H up after Triple H tried to take him out.
But him and Shawn Michaels both
carried him out. And they hugged at the
top of the ramp.
Seriously.
It was beautiful.
That was absolutely a beautiful moment. I'm sorry, that was the main event for me, and the way that they set it up was not right. They should have, and it was far too early when they had that on the card. It was like It was in the middle of the entire thing. It was like, what, about 8 o'clock when they started doing
But
that?
at the same time, you think about it, if they would have played all those boring matches at the beginning, they would have lost a lot of viewers.
That's true. I guess they had to keep their audience.
I would not have sat through all that crap.
Yeah.
Without anything holding me there.
That's true. They had to literally keep their audience. So I mean that made sense. But then here comes the match of the night. We're talking about The Rock versus John Cena. And I'm not gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. If they actually had John Cena win in Miami, they would have rioted. And I'm happy that The Rock won because John Cena really needed to be humble. His character is boring. It's getting dull. This is gonna really do something for him. And the fact that he wore a Celtics shirt in Miami after the Celtics beat the Heat, that was definitely a poke at Miami. So that shows that maybe he may turn, and I'm hoping he does because that'll make his character a little bit more entertaining.
But like I was saying earlier, I kind of want him to turn, but then again, I don't, because John Cena is that babyface poster boy Boy Scout character.
Yeah, he's true to the American way, but
and no one else is
boring.
there. And no one else, there hasn't been anybody to really take that role in such a long time.
I mean, that's
the last person to ever really do something like that was doggone like the Hulk.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna give you your moment to say your piece about how you feel about tonight while I go get gas.
Okay. All right. Anyway, but I mean, the match, Cena and The Rock definitely kept me on the edge of my seat. They came out. They came out strong, really strong. It was tit for tat. It was a couple of times where Cena really did have the upper hand. But of course, you know, everybody knows the pattern when it comes down to Wrestlemania. Big matches like that, every opponent has to sit up there and make it to the third finishing move. You have to do your finishing move at least 3 times before one of them gets pinned or some kind of interference, gets disqualified, whatever, yada, yada, yada. But, yeah. So, the funny things, Rock sitting up there, about to do the people's elbow, and he started doing the "you can't see me" signal and all the other stuff, and then it came up to him like getting ready for the big slap and getting knocked out the way. Funny. Very epic. It was an insult to him, and you can see that John took it seriously. A lot of grappling, a lot of tossing, a lot of kicking, a hell of a lot of submissions. And I posed the question: what happened to the days back when they would put somebody in a submission, and they would quote unquote pass out, and they would go and raise their hand and it drops. They'll raise their hand again, and it drops the second time, and then they raise it. And on the third drop, they just miraculously find enough energy to power up and just like, and break out of the submission. Hasn't been seen in a long time. But old school Rock, bringing back that attitude era that we all love so much, he brought it back tonight. John Cena had him in that headlock, had him in the STFU. He had him in it for a good bit. He was going down. And what did he do? He went left. Ref lifted his arm again. 2. Lifted his arm the 3rd time, and he managed to get that power. I was like, oh, Goku, limit your power. And then the match just completely turned around. Rock started dominating. Just totally started dominating. Got to the point where Cena reversed it. Took the momentum back. Got him down. Was actually about to sit there and give The Rock his own people's elbow. But The Rock stopped him. I mean, Cena had set it up. He had kicked Rock's arms together and everything. Had took off his headband that he puts around his bicep, and took it and threw it out in the crowd and everything. Started running. He got caught. Rock tripped him up on the way back. Got him. Put him up. DDT. Yes. So epic. Landed, pin, done. Match is over. Crowd goes wow. Because it was a little bit more Rock fans than Cena fans there, but it was still a good representation. Very good representation.